Hi, my name is Adrian and I am a sophomore at Juniata College. I am an engineering physics student. I mean, I have to say my memory is not the best, especially when it comes to like stories that happened quite some time ago, but there's this one story that I remember like really clearly, and it's the time I got lost in Rome. So, after my family spent like a year planning this trip to Italy to visit my uncles, and I really don't remember much of that trip, but I remember the ending, like the last day. We were on the train back to Rome, and we made it to the airport. There's a train station inside of the airport. Normally we would stay like in either like cheap hotels or like the our family's houses over there. But the last day, since it was the last day and we knew we had a big trip ahead, we decided to, book a hotel even if it was like outside of our budget. We wanted to stay a fancy night in the hotel. Well, there was this hotel really close to the airport that connected both the train station and the airport. And we decided to spend a night there. We, to get from the train station to the airport, we went through the series of tunnels that connected like both buildings. It was really nice because the interior were decorated like ancient Rome murals. It was fake, obviously, but it was really nice. And we ended up arriving to this place. It was this large green garden full of pines and trees, and it was really nice. Actually, it was a really nice place. And I remember you getting off of that tunnel and arriving to this roundabout that divided itself in like three paths that you could take. One of them led back to the airport, another one led to another train station, and another one straight to the hotel. So we checked into the hotel. The lobby was beautiful. It was like glass, big glass windows everywhere. You could see almost a 360 view of the place. And there were people from all over the place being connected to the airport. There was a lot of traffic. There was a lot of air hostesses and people from all over the world. And I remember there were some really weird statues like everywhere, like borderline ugly statues. They were like just everywhere at the start of every hallway. So we check in. We're told we're given the room key. We go there. We go to the room, and then like we had nothing to do the rest of the day. So we decided to, hey, let's check the indoor pool that they have. So me, my dad, and my sister go to the indoor pool. I think I was like 5 years old. It was around July of 2008, and we go to this indoor pool, and we were having a great time. Me and my sister are playing games underwater. My dad is just out there watching us, making sure we don't drown. And I remember next to the indoor pool there was a football field, or a soccer field, and tennis courts. My dad loves tennis. Like, it's all that he talks about and all that he ever talks about. So he mentioned that he wanted to go see the tennis, because there was a tennis match going on and he wanted to go see it. But he ended up staying and watching us because, we're kids, we had to. And I remember like, I don't know, maybe half an hour later, I got a really bad case of hiccups. And normally my family, when you have hiccups, they try to scare you to get rid of the hiccups. So I was just in the pool, hiccuping every minute. And I decided, hey, let me hold my breath, go underwater, go like up and down, and hold my breath underwater. Maybe that's gonna get rid of the hiccups. So I am swimming in the pool. And I decide to go down, hold my breath for like 10 seconds, and come up. And I go down again, and I come up. And my dad is there, my sister is there. I go down, I go up again. My dad is there, my sister is there. I go down, I go up, and neither my dad or my sister are there. I'm by myself in this pool, and I freak out. I'm scared. I'm 5 years old. I didn't really speak that good of Italian back then, so and at first I thought, hey, they're scaring me. I have hiccups. They wanted to get rid of that, so they're scaring me. But I wait like 10 seconds. They don't show up. I start calling for them. They don't show up. And I really panic. I have no idea what to do. So without thinking, I grab my stuff and I run out of the pool area. And I remember running past a spa, running past the gym, and then into the lobby again. And once I get to the lobby, I see this huge crowd just, walk, like, it was a lot of people just walking everywhere. And my mind was so cloudy because I had no idea what to do. So without thinking, I just run straight for going out into the garden. And as I was walking there, this guy, this old man approaches me and in Italian, he's like, "Hey, cucciolo, stai perduto," which means, "Hey, little guy, are you lost?" And I just looked at him, and it was like, for a 5-year-old, it was like the scariest man I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, I did not like him at all. So I froze, and I did not know what to do. And then, as he tries to approach me, my instincts kick in and I start running. And I run to the garden and I run straight to the entrance of the tunnel, where I end up in this roundabout, and I'm like, okay, I have 3 options. Either I run back to the hotel, but the guy is after me, so I'm really scared of him. Or I run to the airport, or I run to the train station. But mind you, I have no idea how to communicate with anyone. So I'm sitting there in the roundabout, well, not sitting, but standing in the roundabout. My heart is racing, and I decided, okay, you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna run straight to the nearest building that I find. It was a restaurant. I run there. The restaurant was closed. There was only the cleaning staff. They were preparing for the dinner times, and I run in there, and I see that the guy is still chasing after me, but he's going at a slow pace, I guess, not to scare me more, but it's still he's chasing after me, so I'm really, really scared. And I don't know what to do, because I try to tell the cleaning staff that I am lost, but they don't understand me. So there was this little, there was a path from the restaurant to the lobby again of the main building. So after I don't know, a minute of not being able to communicate, I decided, okay, let me run again to the building. So I run all the way back to the lobby, and again I am lost because I have no idea what to do, and all I see is people coming and going, and I look back, that guy is still after me, so I have no idea what to do. And then I see that ugly statue again, and okay, wait, I remember going to our door, to our room, there was that ugly statue, so let me follow it. I go to that ugly statue, and I see next to it the elevators are there. One of the elevators is open, so I think, okay, if I get into that elevator, the door's closed, I'm not gonna be followed by that guy anymore, because I'm gonna lose him. I get into the elevator, and I remember it was a family in there. So I think I'm okay, this is it, I'm safe. I just need to remember where my room is, and I should be good. Oh, by the way, my mom stayed in my room because she does not like to swim, so she stayed back in the room. So I get into the elevator, and the doors are about to close when I hear this guy again. "Hey, scusa, ma mi tieni la porta? Hey, sorry, could you hold the door for me?" And I'm like, "No." And this lady, I guess she was trying to be nice, because she holds the door for him, and this guy comes into the elevator. And I'm like, "Oh no." So I hide behind this lady that kept the door open for him, and I press the number, the 3rd floor that was our room in. And this guy, we're in opposite sides of the elevator, so as soon as the doors open, I run out of it, and there were 3 hallways that was outside of the elevator. So it was all of the ugly statues were calling me, and I just followed them. It was a spiky tree made out of aluminum. It was really terrible, but I followed that, and then I look to the left, and there's another ugly statue, so I follow that. And then somehow I ended up in the right room, and I knock it, and my mom is there. And then, but while she was opening, this guy was following me. So my mom opens, and this guy is after me. My mom looks at him and is like, "What are you doing?" And it turns out the guy was a security guard, and he was actually trying to help me, but it freaked me out big time. But yeah, I end up hugging my mom. I start crying. I tell her everything that happened. She sits me down. She was actually watching Miss Universe. I remember that because one of those weird things that you remember. So she hugs me, I cry, and not like 10 minutes later, my dad knocks at the door. He is white as a ghost, holding my sister for dear life, like she's the most precious thing ever, which she is. I love her. And he says, "We lost our baby," and my mom is like, "No, he's right there." And my dad looks at me like, where are you? And well, he later tells me that while I was going up and down in the pool, like underwater, up the water, he did tell me, "Hey, we're gonna be in the tennis courts. We're not gonna take too long. Just stay here." But I was underwater, so I could not hear him. So as it turns out, while I was panicking in the pool, they were like 5 meters away, just watching the tennis match. And if I turned right, I could have easily spotted them, but it didn't happen for some reason. So my dad says that after like 5 minutes, he comes back, and where he left the child, there's no one now. So he also panics. And my sister doesn't help the situation by being like, "They took my brother. Where is my brother?" So my dad also panics, and he starts chasing like after where he thought I was going. And after like 10 minutes of just running around, he gives up and he's like, "Okay, we're gonna have to like do something. Let me go tell my wife." And he knocks on the door to just find me there sitting watching the beauty pageant, just like either way, it was, looking back, it's fun because I know I wasn't in that big of a danger, you know, but as a 5-year-old, that was one of the most like traumatic experiences that I had experienced. And I'm happy to be here, happy nothing major happened, and it's just a fun memory looking back on it. But yeah. Well, I really like expressing my creativity in many ways. I really like drawing and painting. Sometimes I will also I just like doing stuff with my hands. And I think also expressing my creativity in whatever field I end up working in is going to be a crucial part of what I want to do, like moving